Hello everyone, this is Metagross and welcome to episode 24 of the Meta with Metagross, my singles format series. Now today I've got a great battle to share with you all versus Jamie on the battle spot. Now, Jamie was packing the combination of Azelf, which is widely known as being a suicide lead, a Porygon Z, which I haven't come up against before, this year in VGC, and also a Mega Venusaur, which I've seen a couple of times. Now I'm running my pretty standard Mega Gallade team, obviously Mega Gallade. I've changed around a bit. I've gone Talonflame for this match, simply because I saw Venusaur and thought Brave Bird, and I've also gone with my Raikou. So yeah, it ended up being quite a close battle in the end. So I do lead with my Gallade, and he leads with Azelf. Now, I instantly switch out because I know Suicide Lead is going to try and take out my Mega. I go with Raikou. So yeah, the Zen Headbutt comes out. Does a decent amount of damage, around about half, but not too much to worry about. Azelf goes back and he switches into Venusaur now. Now I go Shadow Ball. That does about a quarter damage, I think it was. Yeah, about a quarter damage. Take a little bit of damage from the Life Orb, but not too much, so I don't really need to worry at the moment. Obviously, Venusaur's now going to Mega Up, and Venusaur gets access to Thick Fat, which halves damage from Ice and Fire moves. So I just go with Shadow Ball again, which brings it down to below half HP. Obviously Giga Drain will come out now, unfortunately, and that will KO Raikou, and gets Venusaur just above half. So I go now with Talonflame. It was the perfect opportunity to switch into Talonflame. And I go Brave Bird because Gale Wing gives priority to flying type moves. So priority Brave Bird boosted with the Sharp Beak would have been a one-hit KO on Venusaur, even if it was pretty much at full health. I do take a fair bit of damage from the recall there, but it's not too much to worry about. Now in comes the Azelf again. I go Brave Bird, because it had about an 89% chance to one-hit KO. But unfortunately, I do not get the one-hit KO. And Azelf, as expected, does go Suicide, and will be taking out my Talonflame, that massive damage from Explosion. So yeah, at the moment the match had evened up. There was a double KO there, and it was a 1v1 now. So he goes with Porygon Z. I go with my Gallade. So obviously, Download will raise the attack, and obviously Galadite will help me Mega Evolve Gallade. So I've now got huge attack, good speed. Dark Pulse comes out, which does a fair amount of damage, not too much to worry about though. I go Close Combat, which will one-hit KO Porygon thanks to Stab. So yeah, that was the battle, that was game. So yeah, this battle was quite an interesting one. It gave me a couple of Pokemon that I haven't really seen before, or at least not seen used in that capacity, because I've seen Azelf used as a status inflictor. If you check out one of my previous videos, Paralysis Plays, I do get a bit of trouble with Azelf. However, I was expecting the Suicide Lead on this one because it's the normal setup for an Azelf. Porygon Z was a new one on me, caught me off guard. However, luckily I had the right Pokemon left, which was able to one-hit KO it thanks to Fighting Stab. Now, obviously, Venusaur, bit of a pain, and if Talonflame wasn't packing Brave Bird, which is quite unlikely with Gale Wings, but let's just say if it only had Flare Blitz, it would have taken 2 hits to take out Venusaur, because the damage is halved from Thick Fat. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this battle. If you have any recommendations of teams you want me to try out, or Pokemon you want me to try out, or anything in particular really, do let me know. Put it down in the comments. I'll be reading all the comments. I'll be hopefully responding to them all as well. So, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you guys next time.